Yeah, what up, y'all? Righteous Consultant 333 back at it again to drop some more gems for you guys, man. Like and subscribe. Yeah, man, we back at it, man, like we never left. Consumer law, man. Consumer law. I used to hear about this and see this stuff all the time. I used to ignore it. You know, it was crazy, and not knowing that a lot of this information that we ignore could be the information we need to change our situation, far as like finance. We all know, or we all heard the term that America is a corporation. It's not a country. It's a business, and it's the only thing one business respect. They respect, people that understand the law, because businesses don't want to get sued. So it's the only thing they respect. So they don't care about anything else. But it's a lot of things that these so-called businesses do. They violate our rights all the time. We ignorant to the fact that we have, options and tools that we can utilize to stop the stupid stuff. Especially like, credit. It's the reason why they don't teach us credit. Nobody really think about that. The average person don't know anything about credit. They don't know about credit. They don't. It was when I was coming up, we was told to stay away from credit, buy everything cash. That's the stupidest thing you could do. You know what I mean? You don't supposed to do that. That's That's bad financial advice. Everything acquire around credit. When it comes to buying a house, property, car, anything, a lot of things evolve around credit, and you have to ask yourself, if everything evolves around credit, why they don't teach it even the bare principles of credit in so-called school? Because it's designed for you to be a slave and have to work for everything. I'm not saying when you have credit you don't have to work, but you could utilize credit in a way that it would benefit you way better than working a 9 to 5. Trust me. And that's the whole thing, that they want you to be a slave. Even if you was making, say for instance, $100 an hour, which is good money, but that's nothing when you're a business owner, because you make it 20, 30, 40, 50, some of them 100 grand a month. And you like cheat yourself out of that opportunity when you work for a certain, cap, so such as like $100 an hour. You know what I mean? You just cheat yourself out of this possibility when you have your own businesses. You know what I mean? And it's real possible. So you want to learn credit, you want to learn consumer laws, you want to understand that this is a game, and the more you understand the rules of it, the better off you are in this matrix we live in called Earth. So you have to know these rules so you can get ahead. You know what I mean? You don't got to be a geek, but you want to know the rules. You don't want to walk around here blind, because they gonna take advantage of you, and that's what they've been doing. These so-called credit bureaus are not bureaus. Let's get that word out your head. They are not bureaus. I just use the word bureau. That's the only thing most people, understand. They really credit reporting agencies. They are CRAs. Equifax, TransUnion, Experian are not bureaus. The government haven't deemed them that position. They haven't given them that. It's an assumed position. They took it on their own, and people ignorance assume that they have it outright, and they don't. It's only one bureau, and it's the CFPB. These other places are not bureaus. They are private companies. They can't be bureaus. They are private owned companies out for profit. And other companies pay these companies to part negative items on their credit report, which is against the law. Not because I said so, because the Congress says so. Who am I? I'm just pointing out that you have a rights to have whatever you want furnished on your credit report. You don't have to have negative stuff on your report, regardless if it's yours or not. It's a certain way they have to go about doing it, and they don't. Period. On purpose, because they know people are ignorant, and most people are not gonna fight for it. You don't have to have bad credit. You don't. And once you understand that, you can utilize these. It's not even loopholes. These laws that they have in place since the '70s to get anything negative off your credit, because it wasn't supposed to be there in the first place, regardless what the situation is. Even if you did owe that credit card, even if you did owe child support, it doesn't supposed to be on your credit profile. That's not what that's for. But if you don't know about it, you don't allow them to keep doing this type of stuff, and it's hurting you. It's not only hurting you, it's hurting the people you care about. With good credit, man, you can put yourself in a good position. Say for instance, if you got good personal credit, you can leverage your personal credit to get business funding. A lot of the people I targeted is business owners or future business owners that want to be business owners, and their credit probably just messed up. Which you don't have to have it messed up because it doesn't cost that much to get it fixed. Either you can have somebody do it for you, like companies like mine, or you could do it yourself. You got to just put in the energy to do it. I mean, it depends if how important it is to you, because credit is everything. So like I was saying, say for instance you have good personal credit. You can leverage your good personal credit to establish business funding. That's the ultimate goal. You want to have business funding. All business need funding. You want to get business funding. So when you get business funding, you can use the money that you get from the banks. You can buy you a business straight out. They got, like I said, they got companies, they got websites that allow people to sell and buy companies on their website. You can see if it's cash flowing or not. You can go through all the data and you can buy right over line using the money that you acquire from business funding. Or you could just, you could pay somebody to teach you something and create your own business. It's all type of things you could do. But everything comes to business funding. You have to have money to start a business. And on the business side, it's different. So when you get the business credit cards and the business lines of credit and the business loan, it doesn't operate the same as if it would operate on your personal side. Say, for instance, you got a $20,000 personal credit card, and you were charged to use that credit card. Say you use $15,000 out of that 20, your utilization would go high, and not only that, ultimately it would bring your credit score down because it's not meant to be used in that type of way on the personal side. But when you utilize it on the business side, it's a whole different set of rules because they know it takes money to make money. So when you liquidate these, say for instance you got $100,000, or say for instance you got a $50,000 credit card, business credit card. If you was to drain every penny out on that credit card, your credit score won't go down because it's on your business side. It doesn't operate like the personal side, and they know that it takes money to make money. So the ultimate thing is to get business funding. Then once you have business funding, before you even get business funding, you want to have a plan. You want to have a plan what you're going to do with this money because you're going to owe the money still. The money is not free. It's just you want to get this large sum of money so you can bust moves and open businesses and do things you need to do and have the thing that you got the money for. Say, for instance, you got a loan. Say, for instance, you got a business credit card for like $50,000 or $100,000. You take that money off that credit card, you acquire you a business, and the money from the business that you use from the business funding, that money that it comes back. You pretty much paying the credit card off or the loan off with the money that you invested yourself with. You know what I mean? So it's like you're not even using your own money, you're using the bank money to get rich. Other people wanted to get rich, and you just pay. Say for instance, you get a business credit card for $100,000 and you got zero interest. Your monthly payment's not gonna be nothing. It's not gonna be too much of nothing. And it's a lot of different type of business credit cards you can get at zero interest. You know what I mean? Depending if you line it up right, because you got certain banks that pull for certain so-called bureaus. We could say bureaus for people. That's what they know. Say for instance, you line up 3 banks that pull from Experian. Say for instance, you line up 3 banks that pull from TransUnion. Then you pull 3 banks that pull from Equifax. So when you go into these banks, and you hitting them, strategically, they're not seeing that you going to all the other banks because they only pull from this one side. So you can hit 9 banks up and get $500,000 in funding. Then by you knowing the consumer laws, you can take all the inquiries off and do it all over again at other banks. The money's not hard to get once you understand the method of getting it. It's not hard. It's not hard to get once you understand the method of getting it. It just once you get the money, what plan you have to execute. Because it's not free. You go, but you could pay somebody to learn this shit. Just like I paid to learn this information I'm telling you guys. I paid to learn this shit. I had to pay to learn. You got to pay to play. Nothing free in life. And stuff that's free, people don't value anyway. They don't value free shit. So I paid to learn this information I'm telling you. And it's not no hocus pocus magic trick. It's just the law. I paid to learn this information, and now I'm applying it to win. And now I'm helping other people win. That's why I'm the righteous consultant. It's no need for me to be underhanded or be grimy or try to, screw you over when I understand that doing right is going to bring me more anyway, even if I like you or don't like you. I understand what you put out is what you receive. So I'm putting out nothing but positive information and energy out. That's what I want to receive. I understand that. And there's no reason for me to try to get over. And it's not no magic trick. I'm not doing nothing underhanded. I'm just using their law. We find a way out to use their law to benefit us. You know? So when you got all these negative accounts on your credit report, it's nothing for me to get them off because I know the laws that applies to these so-called negative accounts on your credit. I know how to get them off because it's laws for them. It's certain ways they have to, for them to put that stuff on your credit report, they have to do a whole lot of things. And they can't just do half of it. They have to do everything. Like this law right here, 15 U.S. Code 1681I. This is the code that you use to investigate, to reinvestigate, to start an investigation. Because say for instance, you look at your credit report and you see inaccuracies or incomplete information on there. You use this law to activate the dispute, to start it up again. Pretty much you telling the credit bureaus that there's something wrong with your credit report, that you see inaccuracies. Maybe you got multiple names or multiple numbers on your credit report. Maybe you have different addresses and stuff like that. That stuff done on purpose. Those they call mixed files, but they like to do that stuff on purpose. Say for instance, if you had like a 700, 800 credit score, and you go get a mortgage loan. It's people that get denied off of mortgage loans, even with good credit, because they have multiple names and numbers and address, being furnished on their credit report. And when you go get a mortgage loan, even when you got a good credit score, they'll deny you because to them you look unstable. Well, multiple addresses, multiple names, and multiple phone numbers. So they'll deny you, even with good credit. So this stuff matters, and they park this type of stuff on your credit report on purpose because if everybody had good credit, it wouldn't really be beneficial to the people that have other businesses that we had to utilize credit to acquire certain things. Say for instance, if you got like an 800 credit score, you go to a dealership and you want to get a nice car or get a car or whatever. If with an 800 credit score, you can go to a dealership and not drop no money out of pocket. Not only get the car that you want, you can get it at a low interest rate. Compared to a person that has bad credit, they would have to make a large deposit or make a deposit period. Not only that, they would have to pay a high interest rate. So it's like they paying for things twice. So when you have bad credit, you seem to pay for things twice compared to a person that has good credit when you only pay for it once. You get what I'm saying? So it's beneficial for these other companies to pay Experian and TransUnion and Equifax to have negative accounts on your credit report purposely. They do that on purpose because most people don't know this information I'm telling you. So that's what I'm saying. Anything negative on your credit report, I can get it off because I know the laws to get them off. It's not magic. It's just because I know the right laws to get these motherfuckers off. Simple as that. And it don't make no sense for me to try to screw you because I know the information to actually make this shit work. And the more good I do, the more customers and clients I'm going to have. So it doesn't make sense for me to try to, screw anyone. It doesn't make sense, especially when I know the stuff I know that actually works. It works. Not only you can get the shit taken off your account, you could sue for having the shit on your account. You could sue. You could take them to arbitration. You could take them to small claims court. You could sue. You could sue for having bad credit. It could actually be your shit that you have on your credit report. But you doing it in a manner. You telling these people to take this shit off in a certain manner. If they don't respond, if they don't do it, it comes with penalties. Because these Fcra laws, Fair Credit Reporting Act laws, they have penalties that come with it. Penalties. Then you can add on, say for instance, these laws or these so-called negative accounts that you ask to get taken off using a law in a certain type of manner, and they don't do it. And say for instance, you apply for something to get denied. That's actual damages right there. That's actual damages. That's not even including, pain and suffering. So something that probably cost you like $1,000, $500 could put you in a position to get like a 6-5 figure payout. Even if you actually owe this shit, but it's because they not doing what they're supposed to do, because they winning anyway. They don't care about paying these little fines and stuff like that and stuff like that. They do, but they really don't care because not that many people hitting them up compared to the people they screwing over. They screwing over way more people that's actually tearing them a new asshole. So they'll pay us all, the small people like us that know what's going on, so they can keep on getting the hundreds of billions of dollars from the masses of ignorant people that don't know what's going on. People gonna see this YouTube video and they ain't even knowing this information is for everyone. Everyone. It's so-called 300 million people in North America. Over half have bad credit. This information I'm telling is for fucking everyone. It's for everyone. If you have bad credit on your credit, or anything negative or anything that's inaccurate or incomplete on your credit, you can get paid for it. You gotta just know the steps on how to do it. No cap. And I'm helping people all the time. All the time. Knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is even powerful, because you got people that know this stuff too, or know certain things, but they don't apply it. So it's useless for them to even know it. So this information I paid to learn, I'm applying it in real time. And I'm helping people. That's how I could get anything off your credit. Especially if you listen to everything I'm saying step by step, I could get everything off your credit. I'm not gonna give you a time frame, but it's gonna be fast though. It's not gonna be long. Say for instance, if you got a negative count on your credit report, it takes 7 years to get that shit knocked off. If you have a negative account on your credit report, it takes 7 years for it to come off by itself. 7 years, so you have to wait 7 years to get one thing to fall off your account that's negative, when it might take me 6 months or even less. Not only everything that's on your account is gonna get taken off, it puts you in a position to sue and get paid for the negative stuff that was on your account. So you get a bag for this having bad credit. You are able to get a bag to get money, and not only getting your stuff knocked off is the minimum. They're gonna do that anyway because it don't supposed to be on there. But since you suffer from being on there now it's a whole different ball game. You about to get a bag just from having bad credit, and that's where I come in at and help people with. I'm not a lawyer. I just understand this information. I don't have to be a lawyer to understand this information to know how to apply it. A lot of lawyers don't even know this information. If so, they're not even trying to fuck around like that. A lot of these people don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. They don't know. It's a way out, man. It's a way out, and it's not hard. Either you could do it yourself, or you could pay somebody like me to do it for you. Get all this negative stuff off your credit. Start you a business or buy you a business, man. You don't have to be a 9-to-5 slave. You don't have to, work for somebody else if you don't want to. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. You don't have to go that route if you don't want to. Going that route now at this time of age is a choice, because all the information that we have at our fingertips. It don't matter what color you are right now. You can get all this shit taken off. It don't matter. Then you can assume and get a bag and keep it rolling. Go buy you a business. Start you a business. Shit, it's all type of things you can do. Go get you a bag. Then go get business funding. Then you can double back and come to me and get business funding, because we line people up to get business funding. Because we have relationships with the business managers. Yeah, we have relationships with different business managers. So when you apply for business business funding, you get the optimal funding. Because say for instance, you go in right now, you can do all this shit yourself. If you go in right now and you got good credit and you try to get a business funding, you would get business funding if everything is situated, but you won't get the optimal because they being stingy right now with the money. You see, it was going on. It's a recession. They being stingy, so they're not gonna give you exactly what you want. So by us having the relationship with the business with the managers, they run it through a different channel with the underwriters, and it's get applied for a higher limit. And the only thing we charge is a 10% success fee, only when the thing go through. So if you go on your own, you might get a $10,000-$15,000 business credit card. And when you go through us, you're gonna get 45, 50 easy, just because of the relationship we have with the managers. So it's all about business funding. It's all about getting funded for businesses, and it's all about buying businesses, buying assets and stuff like that. Generational wealth. So this law right here, this is a real law. This is a real law. U.S. Code 1681I. It pretty much gets you into the door so you can start a lawsuit or some type of resolution. It gets you in the door because you have to dispute. You can't just go straight just to sue to somebody. You have to give them a chance to make things right. First, you got to address, let them know, hey, this is wrong. This, that, and the other. This is wrong, this, that, and the other. You need this fixed. They don't fix it, you hit them again. Then once you hit them again, that's when you hit them with the lawsuit. You got to give them a chance to try to make things right. And they're not going to make things right. A lot of times they can't make it right because they did it illegally anyway. They can't make it right. They can't make it right. It's certain things they have to do to even have certain things reported on your credit report, and they don't even have it. Say, for instance, you had a credit card with Bank of America, and it went into collections or whatever, and it went bad, right? Then somebody else, another agency bought that debt, and they talking about you owe them this, that, and the other. They don't have none of the original paperwork. How they gonna try to make you pay when you didn't even do business with them? They going around buying debt, already knowing that that if it's already an agreement, if they was to buy debt, that it's a chance they're not gonna be able to collect on it anyway. So they already up shit creek anyway for buying debt, hoping to collect on it. And they don't have none of the original information. They don't have it. They don't have it. They can't have it because you didn't do the business with them. And certain things they have to be able to even put that negative stuff on your credit report. They don't have it. You can sue these people. You don't even ever have to pay for collections. If you owe people, you don't even have to pay. You don't have to pay at all. I just created an ebook that show you how to stop garnishments. How people get the check garnish and stuff like that. I got an ebook that show you how to stop that. It literally stop them in their track, and it sets you up for them to have to pay you. You can get all the money they took from you back, plus you can get more, and get the collection that's on your account that have you owing deleted. I got an ebook that show you step by step for $70. We talking about something that's that's priceless for $70, $77 to be exact. It show you how for them to stop taking the money out your paycheck for you to get your money back, and to sue them and get money for them doing you the way they done you. They're not supposed to do that. Not because I'm saying that this is how I feel or it's my opinion. This is the law. It's everything I'm saying is the law. It's law. Consumer law. You are the consumer. You should know your rights. Why would you not want to know your rights when you live in a world full of sharks? You pray. You have to know what's going on. You can't walk around here blind thinking you'll get done right in a world full of demons. That don't even make sense. You have to know what you're doing so you can navigate. So I went on a long rant, but I'm spitting facts. Can't call me a lie. Can't prove me a lie. All the people I didn't help, all the cases I didn't win, I stay suing these people. I stay suing them. Why not? I stay suing them. I look at negative accounts different now. I look at credit reports different than the average person. When I see negative accounts, I see money. I see checks. I see bags. I see 5 and 6 figure checks. So tap in, man. Righteous Consultant 333. You can tap in, the website up. If you need any help, hit me up. Tap into the website, righteousconsultant333.com. We up and running. Y'all stay up, man.